Hello again, everybody. It is the coach. You're tuned in to Madden 19 on EA.
Well, the defense did their job. They didn't allow any points on the opening drive. Now, second drive of the game, first for this offense. And what can they do with their go-around? Now it's the Boise State alum, J.J. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Johnny escapes him, and he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it.
It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And that one results in 35 yards. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with first downs on each play.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Into the red zone. Wentz looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And now it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now a play fake. Wentz toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Wentz to throw again. This is taken in by Jeffrey. He's got it. Alshon Jeffrey, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles have... A big early 3rd down here for this defense as they look to hold on and force a field goal try. Winston from the gun on 3rd down. He's got Evans. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets... Meanwhile, we will not get another play as time... Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the 2nd quarter. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Fletcher Cox coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Well, they've certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And he held on to it too long. A coverage sack. Down he goes. Mike Bennett in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. Let's jump back into the action with this defense up against a 1st and 10 at the 11. On 1st and 10, Winston. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Now can this offense muster a late 2nd quarter drive to break our tie? Let's see. They'll have to be pretty efficient with their time here. Watch the clock. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. His throw incomplete. Chris Conte right there to break that one up.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Wentz will try again on 2nd down. Throw right side taken in by Wallace. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down.
Come on now. Come on now. Let's go.
Wentz now on 1st down. And that is incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, it's Wentz. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And this still will be intercepted. Picked off by Brent Grimes. And his guys have got it back at the close. Points have been hard to come by in this one, and it's the 3rd quarter. Defenses have reigned supreme. Can the defense reign supreme once more on 3rd down? Let's find out. Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And Jeffrey's got it. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a first. shotgun now for Wentz. Jeffrey with a catch left side. A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nice. This is taken in by Jeffrey. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Alshon Jeffrey, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles are able to catch. The key coming up here, preserve the lead for this defense. 4th quarter, close game. 3rd down, here we go.
Ready. Little lady.
From the gun, Winston. This is caught by Jackson. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Deshaun Jackson. Time winding down. This is going to be a huge drive. See what the offense can do back out onto the field. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to float this one deeper. And guy's man complete. And all the way down to the 35. It's a big play there for the Eagles. And even 40 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make the play on the football.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Play action. Now Wentz. Out to his left. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal, looking to take the lead here in the late going. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now Wentz steps away. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Wentz to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Richard Rodgers, his 1st touchdown. The task for the defense here is simple. Get a stop. They've got a 1-score, 7-point lead.
Ready. Blue lady.
Back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long.
Ready. Blue lady.
He's back to throw. Over the middle to Evans. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. And now before they run this fourth down play, we're going to get a timeout. As they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down.
Ready. Black 25.
They'll look to throw. Right side caught by Jackson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. And the spike comes now with just under 40 ticks left. He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Deshaun Jackson. So we drop you into this situation. The game is tied. Late fourth quarter. This offense starting with the ball on their own side of the field. And they do have all 3 timeouts looking to get into field goal range. Wentz now to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Mike Wallace, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. To throw is Wentz. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here. Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command and make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Got to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. So the situation here, first drive of overtime. Decent field position for this offense to start. Of course, a touchdown would end the game. First throw of overtime for Wentz. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And they will set up shop at their own 46. 2 minutes to go here in overtime. We'll be back after this. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. Neither team scored yet. Now we go to sudden death. Next points win this game.
How about the tension right now? It is ratcheted up, isn't it? I mean, now whatever happens, points are scored, that's your ball game. Can't wait to see the defense now. Do they get a little more aggressive in order to not let the team just drive the ball easily down the field?
Got to be careful, though, right?
Yeah, if you're too aggressive, you just give up something easy and cheap. But some defensive coordinators, they'd rather take a stand that way as opposed to being nickel and dime down the field.
Trying to lay one up deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. A partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Eagles, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll return home next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they will fall to 1-1.
Now, let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.